absolute horse. All right, former 60 Minutes correspondent, journalist Lara Logan, bravely stating what so many people already know about the mob media's liberal bias. She didn't mince words. She told the truth, even risking political career suicide in the process. Lara joins us now. Great to see you. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you, Sean.
Just so you know, just so people know, how many years did you spend out with our troops in Iraq and Afghanistan? How many tours of duty, years, months?
Well, I lived in Iraq for 5 years. I lived in Afghanistan for a year, and I went to Afghanistan dozens and dozens and dozens of times, and I've been back to Iraq before I lived there. I was there under Saddam Hussein. So, I mean, I was pretty much on the battlefield most of the time from 9/11, and it's only been since I had my children that I've kind of, and of course, since I was almost killed in Egypt, that I've sort of scaled back. I want to remind people,
you nearly died in Tahrir Square in Egypt in the Arab Spring. Geraldo told me, I never knew this, that he had a video of your vehicle getting hit with an IED. I never knew that story. Is that's true?
Yes, that's true. I think it was way back in like 2003 when we were blown up by a double anti-tank mine on the Afghan-Pakistani border at a place called Lozano Ridge. And Geraldo and his brother were a few vehicles behind us in the convoy. And Sean, you know how incredible this is? In those days, the United States military did not even have armored Humvees on the battlefield. If you think about what that context brings, they didn't even have armor on their vehicles. They didn't even think they needed it.
Wrong, so wrong. And I bring this up because, wow, I mean, you risked your life to report. And I watched you on 60 Minutes. I always thought you did a great job. And you say this, which is just a fact, and it's chronicled. And look at the media today. I say I'm a talk show host. I say I also do opinion and news and investigative reporting. I do it all. And 85%, I think it's closer to 90, that are liberal. And you can see it. And you say you need two sources. That's so far gone. Why, if you tell the truth like that, do you believe you just pretty much committed career suicide?
Well, it's obvious, right? Because you get targeted, and it's the same group of people. They're already starting to target me again now, and I expected it. And, you know, I was joking that I'm braced for fire and fury because I know they're going to come after me again, and I'm not the only one. I mean, the same people come after you, right? One of them, the Sparrow Project. I mean, this person was tweeting today, you know, Hannity, you know, watch out about Lara Logan stuff, right? And there's more coming. Michael Calderon, who was at the Huffington Post. I can literally give you the script now. I can tell you who the players are. Joe Hagan, Brian Stelter. I mean, it's the same people all the time, and they're all saying the same things. And they come after Cheryl Atkinson. They come after you. They come after me. I mean, if there are any independent voices out there, if there are any journalists who are not beating the same drum and giving the same talking points, then we pay the price. And if they can't, you know what's interesting, Sean? They can't take down the substance of what you're saying, right? They can't go after the things that matter. So they smear you personally. They go after your integrity. They go after your reputation as a person and as a professional, and they'll stop at nothing. So, you know, I'm not the only one, and I'm just like, I'm done, right? I'm tired of it. And they don't get to write my story anymore. They don't get to speak for me. I want to say loudly and clearly to anybody who's listening, I am not owned. Nobody owns me, right? I'm not owned by the left.
I don't even know what your politics are. I really don't. I don't know where.
Because it doesn't matter. Because it doesn't matter. I'm not going to lie to you and pretend I have no biases. That's just not true, right? I mean, that's a part of who we are as human beings. We all have opinions on things. I don't pretend I don't have opinions. My point about the sources is that I've worked with so many great journalists. I can tell you many of their names. Sarah Carter is like one of them, right? I have so much respect for her work. And there are so many people at 60 Minutes and in many other places who I have such great respect for. And it's because I didn't invent this. Journalists have always needed two independent, first-hand sources. That's always been the standard that we work to. It's not me. I'm not alone. I'm not the only one. And, you know, I mean, people know. People know that we've slipped. People know that when you're not, when those are no longer your standards, that you're, you know, that raises questions if you're honest.
I would love. I've met your husband, who I don't know if he's going to like I'm saying this, who's really an American hero. And I know you guys are raising your kid. I mean this sincerely. I hope my bosses at Fox find a place for you. I know that you want to still do great work and independent, and I think it would be a service if you did. I hope that you telling truth doesn't end up in career suicide for you. We need the fair, honest, investigative voices, the people that do.
It's funny,
look for the sources.
I heard one of your paid people on Fox saying like, it sounded like a job interview to me, and then going on to put a whole lot of words in my mouth that actually I never said. Let's just be honest. Like look at the interview, hear what I said, and then listen to him, and you can see I didn't say that. I don't need to fall back into dishonesty. And by the way, it's not a job interview, right? I don't know if Fox would want to hire me because nobody's going to own me.
But I got to run. You keep up the good work. And